So this short video is just about how to set up a new template in Final Draft. So this is for stage play. So the template that gets provided is the American stage template, which it doesn't really. I don't like it. It just doesn't kind of work for me. It works all right when because basically you've got your character name in the middle, a bit like a screenplay, but the character's lines are just basically justified like a normal document. It's fine as long as you've got big lines, but as soon as you have single words like this as a character, kind of responding, these words here feel a little bit lost, and when you're trying to scan a page, your eyes have to look there, then to there. It slows down the process. So I don't really like this process, but this format very really. So what I've done is created a format based on the Celtx stage play format. So I'll show you. So we've got our Act 1, we've got Scene 1. So this is all kind of recognisable, I think. So our action for the stage play goes here. Then the character name goes there, and then the dialogue comes here. So it looks like that. So it starts to look like a recognisable stage play. So then we can write more action, etc. So you can change any template on Final Draft, which is kind of one of its benefits, really. It happens through this Format tab here, and we go to Elements. So if you want it to look like Celtx, a kind of a recognisable script format, then change these elements. So our general, to be honest, you don't really use general particularly in a script. That's just kind of like when it's just normal kind of word processor type writing. We don't really use that in the script particularly. Scene heading, however, we need to change. So all of the font should be in either Courier New or Courier Final Draft. Either of those work fine. I found that when you change the format, change the font in Final Cut, it doesn't work very well. It gets quite laggy. It's quite slow. So I would stick Courier New is the that's pretty much the standard for the industry. So your paragraph, it should be, so for your scene heading should be at 2.5 inches, and the right paragraph should be at 7.5. Your action, it should be at 2.5 inches and 7.375, or roughly somewhere there about, but 2.5 inches. To be honest, you could even bring it this way a little bit further, but that kind of, at least it's kind of indented. It should also be in italics. So you click italics there. Your character name, it should be to the left one. I mean, there's no point in having a right because no names are really going to kind of go all the way across. But have your left margin at 1 inch. For your parenthetical, your stuff in brackets, have it at 2.75, 5.75, and again, just basic text. So let me just quickly show you what a parenthetical looks like. There you go. Now this has put an extra space in between here and the character name, which doesn't really work. So we need to change that. So parenthetical spacing before, we want that at 0, and then there you go. So it kind of joins up, and then it becomes more part of that dialogue. So your parenthetical should be at those dimensions. Your dialogue needs to be indented and in just normal in just normal font, no bold or italics particularly. It needs to be at 1.5 for the left margin and 7.25 for your right margin. If you want to double space it or whatever, then change one of those. I don't really see the point in that. I don't think it's that important. Transitions is like lights down and stuff like that. It's at, your left is at 4 inches. Again, right doesn't really make much difference. And shot, cast list, and act break. Chances are you're probably not going to. You might use act break, I suppose. You can just do it there, but it's not a very commonly used part of it, I don't think. Cast list. This is more TV really. You can put your cast list, but it's kind of non-standard. So that is what you need to do. So you go to Format, go to Elements, and then you can work it from there. There you go.